Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you've got the Emperor card. The Emperor card has been very active this week in the keys to the week, in actual readings as well. This card has shown up a lot in various different decks, which tells me on the wider world stage, it's likely to be that we see something happening with a ruler, a monarch. I'm not going to say a celebrity because the emperor is always higher than a celebrity. It's somebody that is in a real position of power, heads of state, heads of companies, heads of countries, all of that kind of stuff. What is an emperor? It's a ruler. So this tells me that something on the wider world stage is happening with either the royal family this week. I have some ideas on what that might be, but I'm not going to go into it. Or a person that's in a position of authority. So really interesting. Now on a more personal level for you Virgo, this Emperor card is seeing you get your life, right? This is you getting everything together. This is you putting your plans into action. Now this week, maybe you're just putting the bits and pieces together. Maybe this is you really spending time building a very strong foundation on something, getting something ready behind the scenes. I don't feel like this is in the public eye as yet, but it is something that's likely to go on to be. So whatever you're working on, whatever you're busy beavering away on behind the scenes, build a strong foundation with it, right? This is about making sure that you really show up, that all of the pieces fit together and that the foundation of what you're doing is solid, right? The other thing is as well, whatever you're doing in person, like is in your actual person, in your environment, this is a time, be slow for movement, right? This is not a time to rush into anything. It's a time to use this more than anything else. Now, Virgos are incredibly intelligent people anyway, so I have no doubts that you'll do this right, but just take that as not a warning, but it's like a heads up. With that said, if you are a continued subby, whether it's last year and all of the years before, thank you so much. It means the world. I send so much love to you. For those of you that are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have the 10 of Wands, right? This is a release of a burden. So for some of you, this could be maybe for some of you, a select few, this might be something that you've had trouble learning, right? Which is very rare for Virgos, but it feels like that. Like, when you're trying to do something new and it's like you can kind of do it, but it's not, you're not really sure and it's a little bit messy, it's a little bit janky. This suggests to me that this week you are almost in a space where it's like you have a breakthrough this week, right? So like something that you've been trying to learn, but it's, maybe the concept hasn't quite hit, or that smooth sort of flow of being able to do this thing or to demonstrate this skill isn't quite there yet. This week, it suggests to me that you're having a breakthrough. So whatever you're studying, whatever you're trying to incorporate into your life or get under your repertoire or under your belt, you're going to have a breakthrough this week. So stick with it. All right. For a select few of you, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this looks like a week where you're about to turn a corner. All right, so look after yourself, work well. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, right? This is great. This is some really interesting conversation coming in. This is for a select few of you as well. Maybe this is working with a mentor, working with a guru, working with a coach of some sort, somebody that's really helping you get an understanding of something that you're doing. And I don't know, for some of you, maybe this is linked to this, but for all of you in some way, shape or form, this is you really refining and enhancing the experience that you have through somebody else's input. So somebody's giving you information, they're giving you tips, they're giving you hints, they're giving you tricks, right? So this is actually really nice when it comes to your, what's the word? when it comes to your those of you that are employed, Nine of Pentacles, this is getting the most out of the work that you do, but it does suggest that work is going to ramp up this week, especially because it's underneath the Emperor. So you're having to work even harder than you usually do, right? Which for Virgos can border on either obsession or, workaholism. I'm an Aquarius sun, so I could talk to that as well. But you get the point. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs as well, same kind of energy. There's lots of hard work here, but there is a silver lining to this. It's like you're so near something, you're so near completing something, but it's just kind of not out of reach, but it's like, what am I trying to say? It's kind of like, almost like with this, like you're so close to a realization of some sort or holding something tangibly, so just hang in there. And then when it comes to those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, this is the time for you to get serious about enjoying the time that you're having off. Like, even for those of you that aren't working and you're looking for work, that's fine. Make a job out of finding a job for sure. But enjoy the time that you have now, right? The Nine of Pentacles is all about beauty, refinement, the finer things in life. Take time to enjoy the time that you have now, because at some point you're going to be busy and you might be wishing that you had. All right. And then when it comes to your love and relations, so you got the Tower card, not the easiest. It's underneath the Ten of Wands. This could be a spontaneous breakthrough that comes, right? So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this looks like either a financial curveball or a plan curveball. So maybe you'd had plans to do something, to get something underway, and it's like, bam, that's not happening now. And you're like, wait, what? No. Everything was planned to this. Like you might have had very specific plans or very specific specifications. For those of you that are either building homes, looking for homes, for those of you that are having work done on a home, this doesn't bode well, I'm really sorry to say. And the reason I say this is because the Ten of Wands can also be the foundations of a home, right? And then you've got this Tower card here as well. I don't feel like this is about specifically about the relationship. I actually feel like it's about something that you guys have been working on together. And it feels like it's likely to be something to do with a home or a dwelling. I'm not a construction engineer or anything like that, but I know what I see in my cards when I see it. So if you're having work done on the home, if you're building a home or anything like that, if you've got that kind of work underway right now, check the foundations. Get your engineer to check and double check whatever it is that's being worked on at this moment in time. For those of you that are single, I mean, with this combination of cards, someone might come in and just completely smack you between the eyes. And I gotta be honest with you, because they come underneath the Ten of Wands, you might find that when they do, you're a bit like, okay, this has just completely thrown me through a loop. So it will be interesting to see how this shows up. For your money and materials, you have the Four of Wands, right? Look at that. So this is great when it comes to your finances, your money, your resources, good things to come, because it's right underneath the Nine of Pentacles. I am going to say this though, the Emperor is number 4. You've got the Four of Wands here, and you've got the Nine of Pentacles in the middle. This week you could really overdo it. I do not advise burning the candle at both ends. No matter how good the money is, if you have to compromise your health for it, what is the point? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Four of Wands is your brain, your noggin, right? So your head, the mind could be doing 10 to the dozen this week, might be really doing overtime. You've got to find a way to quiet some of the internal chatter. A good way to utilize this energy would to do something physical that is actually life affirming or enhancing. One thing that I love to do is whack the tunes up and dance, right? Like, because I used to dance back in the day anyway. But seriously, like, put some music on, have a good boogie. That could really help. Another way that you might be able to do this as well, because this is celebrations, it's events, right? So it would be a good time to get together with people. Obviously don't overexhaust yourself. And then when it comes to the home and environment, the Four of Wands is just good news that's coming in for you. Now, you've got this Tower card here. So for some of you, the good news that could be coming in, especially with that Nine of Pentacles there, that's pregnancy energy, right? So just, you know, if that's not the surprise that you want, just watch out. For those of you that are not, you know, at childbearing age or whatever, or just don't want them, this another way that this could show up is that news could come to you through the family. So, you know, and it might be as well that this person is either older or younger than they would like to be, and it's kind of like, ah, crap, we're pregnant. What are we going to do about this? Do you know what I mean? So all in all, though, it looks like a really great week. What a way to start the year. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic year. Happy New Year to you, and take care, and I'll see you soon.